The stars shone cold and distant above the endless black of space. A massive fleet drifted silently, their engines humming a deep, ominous tone that echoed through the void. The alien Armada, known across galaxies as unstoppable, moved toward a small blue planet they believed weak and defenseless. Confidence radiated from their sleek, black warships as they aligned in perfect formation. "This planet will crumble in hours," the alien commander said, his voice sharp and certain. "Humans are primitive. They cannot resist us." His second-in-command, an angular creature with silver scales that shimmered under the faint starlight, nodded. "Shall we send the scouts to confirm their defenses?" "No need," the commander replied, leaning over the holographic display of the planet. "They are weak. There is no threat. We strike and finish this quickly." But as the alien scouts approached the planet, strange readings appeared on their sensors. The anomalies were unlike anything they had ever seen, bright, pulsing signals that seemed to move in impossible patterns. The fleet shuddered slightly as the scanners beeped wildly. "What is this?" the commander demanded, voice sharp. "Identify the source immediately." The silver-scaled officer shook his head. "I cannot. The signal, it is confusing our instruments. Nothing like this has ever been recorded." The commander's confidence faltered for the first time. He narrowed his eyes. Humans could have a trick? Impossible. They are too weak, too primitive. On Earth, far below the alien fleet, humans worked feverishly in a hidden military base. Inside the enormous underground complex, scientists and engineers scurried between glowing panels and humming machines. Every screen showed the approaching alien ships, and yet the humans remained calm, almost serene in their preparation. "Are they really coming?" a young engineer asked, glancing nervously at the massive view screen. "They are," said the leader, a woman with sharp eyes and a steady voice. She pointed at a radar display. "But we are ready. They will not know what hits them." In orbit, hidden by advanced cloaking technology, Earth's secret weapon waited. It was massive, so large it could crush an entire alien cruiser with a single strike. Yet from the outside, it appeared as nothing more than a harmless asteroid. The humans on the ground watched its progress through monitors, their fingers poised on controls that could unleash devastating energy in seconds. "This is our chance," the leader said quietly. "If we act smart, they won't see us until it's too late." Back on the alien fleet, tension began to rise. Scouts reported strange energy fluctuations near the planet's surface. "Commander," the silver-scaled officer said cautiously, "something is hiding on the planet. I repeat, something very large, moving beneath the surface." "Impossible," the commander snapped. "You worry too much. Humans cannot hide such power." Yet the signals grew stronger, pulsing like a heartbeat across their sensors. Even the alien ship's shields vibrated slightly from the unknown energy. The commander clenched his claws around the edge of his control panel. "Prepare for landing," he barked. "If this is a trick, we will destroy them all the same." As the aliens descended into the atmosphere, the sky over Earth lit up with streaks of fire and glowing engines. Civilians below gasped at the lights, unaware of the hidden warship lurking in orbit. Meanwhile, in the underground base, humans held their breath. "Remember," the leader whispered, "do not reveal the ship until they are fully exposed. Wait for the perfect moment." The first alien ships entered Earth's upper atmosphere. Their massive weapons glowed with deadly energy as they scanned for targets. Suddenly, the mysterious signals grew brighter, almost blinding the alien sensors. "What is this?" the commander shouted, slamming his clawed hand onto the console. It is hiding something. Impossible." "Commander, they are stronger than we thought," his officer said, voice low. "We should retreat, reassess our attack." "Retreat," the commander hissed. "Never. We are invincible. We strike now." On the planet's surface, human forces prepared strategically. Small fighter ships launched silently from hidden hangars, zipping into positions that the aliens could not detect. Each pilot knew the plan, each shot calculated for maximum impact. Above, the alien fleet advanced with deadly precision, oblivious to the traps awaiting them. Yet the strange anomaly continued to pulse beneath the clouds, glowing brighter as the aliens approached. "Commander, the signal—" The officer began nervously. "It is interacting with their ships. Systems are failing. Slowly." "Impossible!" the commander yelled, fury and disbelief warring in his mind. "They are humans, weak, fragile humans. How can they—" Suddenly, one alien ship faltered, its engines sparking violently. Another followed, then another. Panic rippled through the Armada. The once confident invaders struggled to maintain formation as systems failed inexplicably. On the ground, the humans watched the chaos unfold with careful satisfaction. "It's working," the leader said softly. "They cannot see what we are hiding. The moment will come soon." In the alien command ship, the commander paced. "We are invincible. What is happening? Systems failing, sensors cannot read." His voice broke into a harsh, strangled scream. The mysterious energy pulses continued to flare, and for the first time, fear gripped the invaders. The human secret was no longer just a possibility, it was a reality, an unstoppable force that even the greatest fleet in the galaxy had not anticipated. Below, in the underground base, the leader's eyes gleamed. "Hold steady," she murmured. "They think they know everything. They are about to learn. Earth is not weak." The first alien ship exploded in a silent flash, burning brilliantly against the black of space. The commander's scream echoed through the fleet's communication channels, unheeded by the remaining ships as they struggled to react. "This cannot be!" the officer cried. How? What are they hiding?" But no answer came. Only the pulsing signal, the hidden weapon waiting silently, and the growing realization that the humans were far more powerful than anyone had dared imagine. And as the alien fleet faltered, chaos replacing confidence, the leader of Earth's forces finally allowed herself a faint, controlled smile. The game had only just begun, but the first move belonged to humanity. The alien fleet was in chaos, ships spun out of control, alarms screaming through the corridors of the massive war machines. The commander's face twisted with fury and disbelief. "This cannot be happening," he roared. "Our weapons are failing. Our shields are collapsing. Explain this at once." His silver-scaled officer bowed slightly, fear plain in his eyes. "Commander, it seems the humans are hiding something. A large weapon or vessel. It is cloaked. Sensors cannot read it." "Cloaked? Impossible," the commander snapped. "Humans are weak. How could they have a hidden ship?" Far below, on the ground, humans worked in controlled chaos. Every console in the underground base glowed with data from orbit and from the planet's surface. Engineers typed rapidly, pilots checked instruments, and scientists adjusted the mysterious energy pulses that interfered with the aliens' systems. The leader stood tall, her eyes scanning the screens. "Prepare the ship," she ordered calmly. "They think we are weak. Let's show them what they cannot see." A young technician hesitated. "Are we ready? It's enormous. If something goes wrong—" "It will not go wrong," the leader interrupted, her voice steady. "We've planned this for years. Trust the plan, trust the crew." Above Earth, hidden behind a cloak of shimmering energy, the massive warship waited. Its surface glimmered faintly, reflecting the light of distant stars. From the outside, it appeared as a drifting asteroid. But inside, rows of weaponry, control rooms, and energy cores hummed with quiet power, waiting for the right moment. "Commander, their hidden vessel is moving," one of the alien scouts reported. "It's massive. Sensors are blocked. It could destroy us in seconds." The alien commander slammed his clawed hand onto the console. "Impossible. Humans are too small, too weak. Attack immediately." But the fleet's weapons faltered again. Energy beams sputtered, and several ships failed entirely. Panic spread among the ranks. Inside the hidden human warship, the crew prepared for action. Pilots ran simulations, engineers checked weapon systems, and the captain gave quiet, precise orders. "Engage the cloak," she said, her eyes never leaving the holographic display. "Move into position near the fleet. Wait for the signal. Strike only when the time is perfect." The young technicians swallowed nervously. "They are so many. What if we are discovered too early?" "Then we adapt," the captain replied. "We will never give them a clear target. They will see what looks like nothing, and then it will be too late." Outside, the aliens moved closer. Massive ships glided toward the planet like predators, confident and deadly. Yet the strange energy pulses continued, interfering with their communications and targeting systems. Their formation wavered. "Commander!" the officer cried. "Their energy signature. It's affecting our fleet. Weapons cannot lock properly. Engines are unstable." The commander's eyes narrowed. "Do it anyway. Strike the planet." Meanwhile, on Earth, small fighter ships launched from secret hangars, darting through the sky to intercept the alien fleet. Their attacks were precise, calculated to confuse and distract. Alien ships spun in confusion, unable to maintain formation. One alien pilot yelled over the comms, "Systems are failing. They're stronger than we thought. What is this planet hiding?" "Focus," another replied, panic creeping into his voice. "We must not retreat." But the alien fleet's panic only grew. Sensors continued to fail. Communication links faltered, ships collided, and some exploded in silent, fiery bursts. "Wait," the human captain whispered to herself. "Now!" The hidden warship uncloaked, slowly revealing its immense structure. Massive cannons, energy shields, and countless smaller weapons became visible at once. The alien fleet froze as their sensors finally detected the ship, but it was too late. What is that?" the commander yelled. His voice shook with fear. How can they have this?" The human ship moved with precision, striking critical points on the alien formation. Energy beams tore through the nearest ships, and explosions lit the void of space. The aliens tried to respond, but their weapons failed, their shields weakened by the strange pulses. "This cannot be happening," the commander screamed. "We are invincible. A massive shockwave erupted as the human warship unleashed. Its main weapon, the alien flagship, rocked violently, sparks flying across its hull. Smaller ships tried to flee, but the humans had anticipated every move. Mines, energy traps, and rapid strikes made escape nearly impossible. On Earth, the underground base erupted with controlled excitement. "They see us now," the leader said, her voice calm, almost serene. "They thought Earth was weak. They were wrong." One young pilot smiled nervously. "We're winning, but it's so fast. So many ships." The captain placed a reassuring hand on the pilot's shoulder. "Focus. Keep executing the plan. Every move counts. One mistake and it could end." The alien fleet's morale collapsed. Ships began to retreat, but the humans anticipated even that. Hidden energy nets and controlled explosions trapped the fleeing vessels. One by one, the aliens were disabled, forced to abandon their ships, or destroyed entirely. The commander's face twisted in rage and disbelief. "This is not possible. We are supposed to be invincible." "Perhaps Earth is stronger than we expected," the silver-scaled officer admitted quietly, voice trembling. They have power far beyond what we imagined." The commander's scream echoed as the last of the fleet faltered. He stared at the human warship, massive and glowing, a force beyond comprehension. Inside, the captain allowed herself a small smile. The humans had shown strength, cunning, and the element of surprise. The first wave of the alien armada had been stopped, and they had done it without losing a single major ship. The young technician leaned toward the captain. We did it?" "Not yet," she replied, eyes scanning the stars. "This was Only the first move, but it was enough to show them Earth is not weak, and we are ready for whatever comes next. The alien fleet limped away into the darkness, confused and battered. The humans had won the first battle, but the war was far from over. Yet one truth remained clear. The blue planet was no longer underestimated, and the invaders would think twice before returning. And high above, the hidden warship drifted silently among the stars, waiting, ready, and impossible to ignore. The sky above Earth was filled with streaks of light as human fighter ships weaved through clouds, dodging the alien fleet's last desperate attacks. Explosions lit up the atmosphere, reflecting off the oceans below, while the massive hidden warship floated silently above, cloaked until the perfect moment. "Hold position," the captain ordered from the bridge. "Wait for my signal. Let them make the first move." One pilot, gripping the controls tightly, muttered, "They're coming faster than expected. We can't hold them long." "You will hold," the captain replied sharply. "We've prepared for this. Trust your training. Trust your instincts." Below, the alien commander glared at the unfolding chaos. "They think they can resist us with small ships? Pathetic! Destroy them all!" His fleet surged forward, energy beams scorching the clouds. The first human fighters dodged and fired in return, targeting weak points with precise strikes. Explosions rocked the alien ships, but the sheer numbers threatened to overwhelm the humans. The young technician in the hidden warship watched the radar nervously. "They're getting through. More ships are breaking past our fighters." The captain's eyes narrowed. "Then it's time." The massive human warship uncloaked with a sudden shimmer, revealing its enormous size. Alien sensors screamed alarms. Energy beams hit the ship, but the shields held strong. A single massive cannon fired, striking the lead alien flagship. The explosion tore through its hull, sending it spinning into smaller cruisers and causing panic among the ranks. "No!" the alien commander shouted. "We are invincible! Retreat! Retreat!" But retreat was impossible. The human ship's strategic traps had already begun. Energy nets stretched across the sky, trapping the fleeing vessels. Mines launched from hidden platforms exploded near alien engines. One by one, ships faltered, collided, or were destroyed. On the ground, humans watched. Through large screens. "It's working," said a young officer. "The traps are holding them. We can take control of the sky." "Do not underestimate them," the captain warned. "Even now they are dangerous. Every ship destroyed strengthens their desperation." A squadron of human fighters darted forward, targeting alien support ships trying to regroup. Their precision strikes disabled key systems, forcing aliens into defensive positions. The air filled with streaks of fire and sparks, the sound of engines roaring and alarms blaring across alien ships. "Commander!" one alien officer shouted, panic in his voice. "Our formations are failing, weapons misfiring, shields collapsing. Impossible!" the commander growled. "We are the strongest fleet in the galaxy. How can a small planet resist us?" Inside the hidden warship, the captain monitored every move. "They're adapting," she murmured. "But so are we. Keep the pressure. Do not give them a chance to recover." On the alien flagship, the commander pounded his claws against the console. "We need reinforcements. Call the second wave." "Reinforcements are delayed," the officer replied, voice trembling. They cannot reach us. Our communications are failing." A flicker of fear appeared in the commander's eyes. He had never experienced resistance like this. Never in his long conquests. Had an opponent been so clever, so well prepared? "Then we fight," he said through gritted teeth. "Every ship, every cannon, do not let them escape." The human warship responded instantly, releasing a pulse of energy that disrupted alien weapons. Ships faltered in mid-flight, energy beams misfiring, engines failing. The skies above the planet erupted in chaos as the human fleet pushed forward with calculated precision. A pilot shouted over comms, "They're hitting us from every direction." "I can't hold them," "Stay focused," the captain barked. "Every move counts. Protect each other. Strike hard. Strike fast." One alien cruiser tried to flee, weaving through clouds toward the planet's surface, but hidden human fighter. Ships intercepted it, targeting engines and weapons. The ship spun violently, crashing into another alien vessel in a fiery explosion. The alien commander's face contorted with rage. "No, every plan fails. They are stronger than we." "Imagined," his officer hesitated. Perhaps this is not just strategy. Perhaps they have some secret weapon." The commander slammed his claws on the console. "Secret weapon or not, destroy them, kill them all." But the humans were already several steps ahead. From the hidden warship, a new wave of energy. Pulses launched, striking the remaining alien ships. They disintegrated in bursts of light, leaving only fragments spinning through the upper atmosphere. The captain turned to the young technician. "Check the readings. Are there any remaining ships?" "Almost gone," the technician said, awe in his voice. "The rest are disabled or destroyed." "Good," the captain said, "but stay alert. One mistake now, and they could come back stronger. We control the battlefield, but the war is far from over." The alien commander sank into his chair, breathing heavily. I underestimated them," he whispered. "We thought this planet was weak, but we were wrong. Deadly wrong." "Commander," the officer said softly, "perhaps we should retreat, rethink our strategy. They are not like any humans we have faced." "No," the commander roared. "We will not retreat. This is disgrace. We are the Invincible Armada." The captain watched from the warship's bridge as the remaining alien vessels limped away. She allowed herself a small, controlled smile. The humans had won the first real clash, but she knew the aliens would return. "They always did. We've shown them our strength," she said quietly. "But we must prepare. They will not forget this day, and neither will we." Outside, the hidden warship drifted silently in orbit, colossal and untouchable. The human fleet regrouped, repairing minor damages and resupplying. The skies above the planet cleared slowly, the echoes of explosions fading into silence. The young technician finally exhaled. "We did it. We really did it." "Not just yet," the captain replied, eyes on the stars. "This was only the beginning. The galaxy thinks Earth is weak, and they are about to learn how wrong they are." The stars shimmered cold and distant above, but on Earth, a new power had awakened. A planet once thought helpless had struck back, and the Armada that considered itself invincible had learned a lesson it would never forget. The skies above Earth were quiet, but tension hung in the air like a storm waiting to break. Alien survivors limped through space, battered and confused, but the threat was far from over. Deep in orbit, the hidden human warship floated silently, its full power still concealed. Inside the massive vessel, the captain walked along the bridge, eyes scanning the holographic displays. "They think they've seen our strength," she said quietly to the young technician beside her. "They have no idea what's coming next." The technician swallowed nervously. "Are we really going to show it all? They could still fight back." "We are not hiding anymore," the captain replied firmly. "We will reveal everything. Let them understand that underestimating Earth was the first mistake they ever made." On the alien command ship, the commander's fury had not cooled. "We were humiliated. Do you see this?" he barked at his officer. "Our Armada, destroyed by one planet. How is this possible?" The silver-scaled officer bowed cautiously. "Commander, perhaps we misjudged them. There is something massive, I can feel it. Even our strongest weapons would struggle." "Feel it?" the commander snapped. "We are invincible. Invincible, I say. We will not retreat." Below, human fighter squadrons prepared for the next wave of attacks. Engines hummed, weapons charged, and every pilot knew the plan. They waited for the moment when the hidden warship would fully reveal itself. "Ready the launch bays," the captain ordered. "Coordinate with the ground units. Time it perfectly. Strike together." Moments later, the human warship uncloaked completely, rising from its asteroid disguise. Its colossal size stunned even the alien fleet from afar. Energy shields glimmered across its surface, and massive weapons extended, casting a shadow over the planet below. Alien sensors went wild, alarms blaring across every ship. "What? What is that?" the alien commander shouted, eyes wide with fear. It is enormous, impossible. How could humans?" "They have been hiding this entire time," his officer whispered, voice trembling. "All our calculations wrong. We underestimated them." The captain's voice came over comms to all human units. "Attack now. Strike together. Protect each other. Do not give them a chance to regroup." From orbit and ground, human forces moved as one. Fighter ships darted through clouds, energy pulses struck alien engines, and hidden turrets on Earth's surface fired precisely at alien cruisers. Every attack coordinated, every maneuver calculated. The alien fleet faltered. Ships spun out of control, engines failing. Energy beams misfired. Panic spread like wildfire through their ranks. One alien pilot cried over comms, "We cannot hold. Formation, their weapon. It is too powerful." The commander slammed his claws against the console. "No, we are invincible. Fire everything." The human warship responded instantly. Its massive cannons unleashed beams of energy that tore through the largest alien cruisers. Explosions ripped ships apart, sending debris spinning violently. The sky above the planet glowed with fire and light as more alien ships fell. On the ground, humans watched through monitors. "They didn't expect this," one officer whispered. "They thought we were weak, but look at them now." "They will try to recover," the captain warned. "Do not underestimate them. Even in panic, they are dangerous. Every move counts." One alien vessel tried to flee toward deep space. Human fighters intercepted, disabling engines with precision shots. Another tried to regroup, only to collide with a trapped energy net launched from the hidden warship. Ships exploded in bursts of fire and smoke, scattering debris across the orbit. The alien commander's face twisted with rage. "How is this possible? Our Armada destroyed by one planet. They cannot be human." "They are human," his officer said quietly, "but not weak, not like we imagined. They are something else entirely." The captain smiled slightly as she observed the chaos. This is what they thought they would never see, the moment of truth. Earth is stronger than any of them imagined. The human fleet pushed forward relentlessly. Energy pulses disrupted, alien targeting systems, small fighter squadrons, disabled weapons, and hidden ground-based turrets fired with deadly accuracy. The alien formation shattered, their once perfect strategy falling apart. "Commander!" the officer shouted. "Our ships, they are falling, systems failing. Retreat is impossible." "Impossible," the commander repeated, horror creeping into his voice. "We are the Invincible Armada. Invincible." The captain gave one final order. "Fire the main cannon. Focus on the largest ships. End this decisively." A massive pulse of energy erupted from the human warship, striking multiple alien cruisers simultaneously. Explosions tore through the vessels, sending debris spinning across space. The alien fleet collapsed entirely, leaving only a few scattered. Ships limping away in defeat. On the bridge of the human warship, the crew exhaled collectively. "All units report," the captain said. "Status?" "Complete success," a pilot replied. "Enemy fleet disabled or destroyed. Minimal losses on our side." The technician shook slightly. I can't believe it. We really did it." The captain's eyes scanned the stars. "We did, but they will return. Always remember, this is only the beginning. The galaxy will not forget what Earth is capable of." Below, on Earth, people cheered quietly in secret as news of the alien, Defeat spread across military channels. Humans had revealed their full strength for the first time, and the invaders had learned that the blue planet was no longer weak, fragile, or easy to conquer. The alien commander slumped in his chair, utterly defeated but not dead. We underestimated them. Completely. Foolish. Invincible? Maybe not, he muttered, voice barely audible. The silver-scaled officer looked down at the shattered remnants of their fleet. Commander, they are not just humans. They are something more. Something we cannot yet understand. Above the planet, the hidden human warship drifted silently, colossal and powerful. Its weapons retracted, shields dimmed slightly, but its presence alone sent a message across the galaxy. Earth was ready. Earth was strong, and Earth would fight for its survival, no matter the cost. The captain turned to her crew. Prepare for what comes next. We've shown them our strength, but we must remain vigilant. They will test us again, and next time they may come prepared. The young technician nodded, eyes wide. I understand. We'll be ready. The stars shimmered above, cold and distant. But on Earth, hope and power had awakened, and the galaxy had just witnessed the first glimpse of a force it had never expected. The alien fleet was scattered, battered, and desperate. What remained of their once perfect formation barely functioned, their engines sputtering and weapons misfiring. Above Earth, the hidden human warship hovered like a silent guardian, colossal and untouchable. Status report, the captain commanded from the bridge, voice calm but firm. All enemy ships disabled or retreating, ma'am, a young officer replied. Minimal damage to our fleet. Their command vessels are critically weakened. The captain's eyes narrowed. Good, but don't let your guard down. Even in retreat, they can be dangerous. Focus on finishing this without mistakes. On the alien flagship, the commander's claws shook as he slammed them against the control panel. We cannot fail. We cannot be defeated. Do you hear me? Every ship, fire everything. The silver-scaled officer hesitated, fear creeping into his voice. Commander, most of our weapons are offline, engines failing. Retreat is nearly impossible. We are outmatched. Impossible! The commander yelled. We are the Invincible Armada. Invincible! Below, human fighter squadrons moved, with precise coordination, intercepting every alien ship that tried to escape. Energy pulses and rapid-fire attacks disabled engines, weapons, and shields. The alien ships spun in chaos, exploding one by one. Keep pressing forward, the captain ordered. Do not let them regroup. Strike every weak point. Focus on the command ships first. A young pilot responded over comms, voice tense but determined. I've got a cruiser attempting to flee. Engaging now. The alien vessel roared as it tried to maneuver through the clouds, but a pulse from the human warship hit its engines. Sparks flew across the hull, and the ship spun out of control, crashing into another alien vessel in a massive explosion. The commander's face twisted with fury. No! Every plan fails. They are stronger than we imagined. Impossible. They underestimated us, one alien officer muttered quietly. This planet, they have power, strategy, even technology beyond our senses. Silence, the commander barked. We are not finished. Fire at the humans. Do not give them a chance to strike again. But the humans were already several steps ahead. From the hidden warship, precise energy strikes tore through the remaining alien command ships. The fleet's panic intensified, every vessel fighting to survive. On the bridge, the captain watched carefully. Target the leaders, she instructed. End this decisively. Show them Earth cannot be beaten. One by one, the alien flagship and remaining cruisers faltered. Energy shields collapsed, weapons misfired, and engines gave out. Chaos replaced order, leaving the once proud Armada in shambles. Commander, The silver-scaled officer shouted over the comms, panic clear in his voice. Our formation, broken, shields offline, engines failing. Impossible! This cannot be, the commander screamed. His voice broke as he realized his fleet was doomed. Meanwhile, on the planet below, ground-based turrets launched additional strikes, targeting alien reinforcements and debris from the destroyed ships. Explosions lit the horizon as alien craft were shredded by precision fire. The captain turned to the technician, monitoring the sensors. Are there any remaining enemy ships capable of fighting? Almost none, ma'am, the technician replied, voice filled with awe. They're either destroyed or critically damaged. Only a few stragglers remain, and they cannot coordinate. Good, the captain said. Now focus on containment, prevent escape. End this without giving them hope. In orbit, one alien. Ship tried desperately to flee, weaving between explosions and clouds. Human fighters intercepted instantly, disabling weapons and engines. The alien vessel spiraled helplessly and crashed into a nearby moon, exploding in a brilliant flash of light. The commander's voice trembled. We are defeated. How could this happen? Humans, weak, impossible. The silver-scaled officer bowed low. Commander, they are not weak. They are superior in ways we cannot comprehend. Perhaps we misjudged Earth entirely. On the human warship, the captain allowed herself a small smile. We have done it, she murmured to the young technician beside her. We've taken control. The alien fleet is broken. But remember, this is only one battle. The galaxy will not forgive this defeat. The technician exhaled, shaking slightly. It's incredible. They thought we were weak, and we destroyed them. Do not celebrate yet, the captain replied. Stay alert. They will return, perhaps stronger. But for now, we have shown the first wave that Earth cannot be underestimated. Below, human forces regrouped, tending to minor damages and coordinating recovery. The skies cleared slowly as smoke and debris from the battle drifted away. The hidden warship retracted its weapons, energy shields dimming, but its presence remained, commanding and undeniable. In the alien command ship, the defeated commander slumped in his seat. We were fools, arrogant, blind. We underestimated a planet, and we paid the price. The officer nodded solemnly. They have strength, strategy, and power we cannot yet measure. Retreat may be our only option to survive. Retreat, the commander growled. We are the Invincible Armada. Retreat is disgrace, impossible. The remaining alien vessels limped into deep space, scattered and demoralized. Their systems barely functional, they carried the bitter knowledge that a single planet had shattered their pride and shattered their fleet. Above Earth, the human warship drifted silently, colossal and untouchable. Its weapons were retracted, but the aura of power and readiness was unmistakable. The captain turned to her crew. Prepare for what comes next. We've won this engagement, but the war is not over. The galaxy may come back with new strategies, new forces and new threats. We must remain vigilant. The young technician nodded. We will be ready. We proved we can defend our planet. Not just defend, the captain corrected, eyes on the stars. We proved we can dominate when needed. The galaxy will remember this day. Far below, on Earth, the people, military and civilians, knew. One truth, the invaders who thought Earth was weak had been humbled. A planet once considered fragile had not only survived, but struck back decisively. The alien commander slumped, defeated, and whispered into the dark bridge of his ruined flagship. Earth is not weak. Not weak at all. The captain on the human warship watched silently as the stars shimmered above, cold and distant. For now, the battle was won. But the war was far from over, and Earth would continue to prepare, grow, stronger, and defend itself against whatever the galaxy sent next. The skies above Earth were calm now, but an uneasy silence lingered. The alien fleet had been shattered, their ships scattered and crippled. Yet the crew aboard the hidden human warship knew this victory was only the beginning. The galaxy would remember this day, and they would return. "Status report," the captain ordered, eyes scanning the monitors. "All alien vessels destroyed or retreating, ma'am," the young technician replied. "No major damage to our forces. Minimal casualties." The captain nodded. "Good, but remain vigilant. Even one ship returning could cause problems. We cannot let our guard down." On the planet's surface, humans gathered quietly in hidden bunkers and control centers. Engineers repaired damaged equipment, while soldiers and pilots cleaned their weapons and checked engines. Though the public remained unaware, the military forces of Earth had proven their strength beyond doubt. The young officer approached the captain's bridge with a question. "What now, ma'am? Do we pursue them?" The captain shook her head. "Not yet. Let them retreat and regroup. We need to understand what they'll do next. A counterattack is possible. Patience is a weapon just as deadly as firepower." Above the planet, the massive human warship drifted silently, shields dimmed but still glowing faintly. It was a symbol, a warning to the galaxy. Earth was no longer weak. In the remnants of the alien fleet, the commander sat slumped in his chair, the weight of defeat pressing down on him. His silver-scaled officer approached cautiously. "Commander," the officer began softly, "we underestimated them. This planet, it is not weak. Their technology, their strategy, even their courage, beyond what we imagined." The commander's claws trembled as he gripped the console. We were invincible. How did this happen?" "They were prepared," the officer admitted, "and perhaps more than we expected. They were not just defending. They were attacking smartly, coordinating, planning for every outcome. We did not anticipate this." The commander sank further into his chair. "Earth is not weak. We cannot ignore it again. But the galaxy may not forgive this. We must retreat and rebuild." Meanwhile, on the human warship, the captain observed the stars with quiet intensity. "We've won the battle, but the war is far from over," she said to the young technician beside her. "They will learn from this. They may return stronger, with new strategies, new forces." The technician nodded, still awed by the scale of what had happened. I can't believe we held them off. We actually defeated the Invincible Armada." "You didn't just defeat them," the captain corrected, voice firm. "You proved something far more important, that Earth is strong, clever, and ready. They will remember this day, and we will be ready when they come back." Below, on Earth, scientists studied the energy readings left by the battles. Strange pulses lingered. In orbit, remnants of the hidden warship's power. One scientist whispered to a colleague, "These readings, they are unlike anything we've seen. Could they be a warning or something more?" "Perhaps both," the colleague replied. "The warship's power, it is a message to anyone who thinks Earth is weak, to any force in the galaxy, and maybe a sign that the humans are just beginning to understand their own strength." The captain's eyes remained on the stars. "We have shown the galaxy our strength, but we must remain vigilant. Every victory teaches us, but also warns us. They will return. They always do." A young pilot, still exhilarated from the battles, approached the captain. "Do you think they'll come back?" "Perhaps," the captain replied. "But next time, they will find us even stronger, smarter, and more prepared. And we will not just defend, we will dominate if necessary. Earth will not be underestimated again." From deep space, the scattered alien ships limped away, carrying the bitter memory of their defeat. They would report back to the rest of their forces, warning them of a planet that was far stronger than anyone had believed. A blue world with clever minds, advanced technology, and courage that defied the odds. Back on the human warship, the crew began maintenance, recharging energy, shields, repairing minor damage, and monitoring sensors. The captain walked the bridge slowly, her gaze distant but sharp. "This is only the beginning," she said quietly. "Earth is no longer a hidden power. We have been seen. The galaxy knows we are strong, and that knowledge changes everything." The young technician nodded. "So, what now? Do we stay hidden or prepare for the next attack?" "Both," the captain replied. "We prepare and we stay vigilant. Every second counts, every action matters. The galaxy has taken notice, and we must ensure they remember what happens when they underestimate us." Outside, the human warship drifted silently among the stars, colossal, untouchable, and a symbol of Earth's hidden strength. The planet below, quiet but alive with activity, was ready for whatever might come next. In distant space, the defeated alien commander stared at the stars, bitterness and fear in his eyes. "Earth. They are not weak. They will not be easy to conquer. Perhaps we made the greatest mistake of our lives." On Earth, the captain stood on the bridge of her warship, looking out at the cosmos. "We have survived," she said softly. "And we have shown our power. But survival is only the first step. Preparation is everything, and we will be ready for whatever the galaxy sends next." The stars shimmered cold and distant, but Earth had awakened a new force, one that would no longer be underestimated, one that had fought back, survived, and proven that the blue planet was a power to be reckoned with. The human warship floated silently in orbit, a guardian, a warning, and a promise. Earth would fight, Earth would endure, and Earth would never be weak again.